Bum, ba, da, da, dum. Bad to the bone. Bum, ba, da, da, dum. Bad to the bone. Bum, ba, da, da, dum. What's up, family? I'm just doing a test, checking out this new microphone system that I got. Hopefully, y'all can hear your brother right here on KSP King Simon Presents. Yeah, I got this new microphone. I'm just doing a test. We're checking it out, making sure. Let's see. Well, I turned it off real quick. I shouldn't have done that. But I hope that y'all can hear me. Can you hear me? If you can hear me, why don't y'all just give me a thumbs up or a number one? If you can hear me, give me a number one, baby. It's your cool brother, King Simon, in the mother flipping building. Oh, yes. If you can hear me, give me a thumbs up or a number one. All right, good. That's what I'm talking about. I got a new microphone. Got a new microphone. Let's welcome the mic. I haven't done this in a long time. I haven't been up by myself in a while. Yo, hey, we in August now, baby. We on August. And August apparently is the 8th month. So you know what eight is. Eight is that money month, baby. That money month. Man, it's all about that money, but you got to have discipline to get that money too. So stop playing. So I'm glad I'm sounding good. I'm glad. Please share the video real quick. This is just a quick test. This is just a quick test just to let people know update with the Numerovator because we got a lot of changes going on right here on my show. And of course, I'm keeping it 100 a buck with all of y'all out there. Your brother is in the building. I'm healthy. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling strong. I'm motivated. I want you to be numerovated also because I'm numerovated, not just motivated. I'm numerovated because my numbers say I am, baby. And if you understand your numbers, you can do what you want and do it well. Doing it well. Doing it well. She was out of Queens. I'm raised in Brooklyn, son. Yo, check this out. Um, Obviously, y'all know y'all been watching the show. A lot of y'all been watching because the numbers has been going up, and I'm really appreciative of all of you that's been tuning in to King Simon Presents and how we've been bringing different interviews, bringing different innovative interviews, and old school and new school. Last couple of days, we just had our Leah Lee. She was a genetic genealogist. She was breaking down how she was able to connect families through DNA and how to connect the families. And some people don't want to even go back to their family because of how things went down. Some people got adopted, some people got thrown out, some people got left on the streets. It is what it is. But make sure you check out that particular video with Leah Lee because she is a beautiful energy. I've known her since she was young. I know her mom, I know her dad, and I'm glad that she is doing the great work that she's doing. And so check out the genetic genealogist that we had up here recently because you might have some family members that's going through it. If you got family members that's going through it, I'm telling you, people, make sure if they're looking for their mom or they're looking for their dad or they're looking for their sisters and brothers, genetic genealogy can be very helpful. And her website, once again, I got to big up Leah Lee or Leah. They call her Leah Lee. Mrs. Leah Lee website is birthfamilysearch.org. That's birthfamilysearch.org. So if that's the case, boom, I'm telling you. And of course, I got a new co-host. Yeah, I got a new co-host just to balance off the female energy with the male energy. When we want to balance it off, we want to bring in the sisters and help make the sisters come in and show that love and make it all a part of what's going on. And that's what it's all about. So that's why I'm doing that. And I got to, and she'll come in occasionally. If she wants to come in all the time, she can. But if she wants to come in occasionally, I'm not stressing nobody. I just want to show love and give love and be a part of this whole love energy because it's all about unconditional love for yourself and then shedding it and spreading it with others. That's what's important. That's what is important. That's why I do numerovation. That is why I do numerovation because I use the numbers connected to my birthday as well as your birthday to give you some information you may need that you may be that needed to be reminded of. And a lot of you, like I tell people all the time, a lot of stuff is, you already know this innately. You already have it in you. Sometimes you just need a reminder to tell you what you need to do or where you need to move and how you need to go or how you need to Stop being afraid, because remember, everything you want is on the other side of fear. Yes, everything you want is on the other side of fear. Think about it. You see those books back there, those books right in the center, those two books on the center right there near that. Those are two Bob Marley's books. Those are Bob Marley's children. Now, suppose Bob Marley was afraid. Suppose Bob Marley was afraid to venture off into the world, because according to history, Bunny Wailer and Peter Tosh really didn't want to go abroad and deal with Babylon. But suppose Bob Marley, that Aquarian energy, was afraid. And because he decided to make and create, instead of using the Wailers anymore, he created Bob Marley and the Wailers, because the Wailers was a part of a regular group at that time that consisted of the primary singers like Bunny Wailer, Peter Tosh, and Bob Marley. So suppose Bob Marley was afraid to venture off into Europe, or venture off into America, or venture off into Africa. Suppose he was afraid. You'll never hear the greatness of Bob Marley today. So that's very important. We all have fears we got to overcome. And sometimes it comes from our family. I got it. Sometimes it comes from whatever traumas and dramas and stuff that we've been through. I got it. I understand. But it's all right, family. It's all right to at least have a little fear, but make sure you overcome the fear by doing. It's all about doing and making it happen. And that's what I like about life in this realm, because you could always better your best. Yes, you can always better your best. Mathematically, numerically, financially, whatever Lee you want to put behind it, you could always better your best. And I totally got it. But I'm not going to be here for long. I just want to once again just say, I want to thank all of you for supporting and showing that love to King Simon Presents. The numbers are growing, and we want to make sure we bring better broadcasting, of course. And sometimes we have computer glitches and all that kind of stuff, but it's all good as long as it's important. I'm not trying to produce some big productions like I used to back in the day. I'm trying to just keep it simple and keep it relative and keep it helpful and healing and guiding. So the things that I bring on, you won't see me bringing on any drama. I'm not into the drama. It's all right. Save the drama for your mama and your papa and some other stations. But I'm about that healing, family. It's about the healing. Remember that. And that's why I do Numerovation, because it's about the healing, using the numbers to help guide you and give you some guidance to the best of my abilities. And because I mold numerology with my motivational training over the years, and all the people that I've learned from, whether it's on YouTube, whether it's going to a seminar, a class, or whatever, because I have used it, it has been very helpful to some people who really take it on. If you really listen to what I'm saying and the recordings that I give you after, and you really pinpoint certain things, and if you ask certain questions that you want to get out of you, because let me tell you something, family. No one pays for a reading, or I don't like to call them readings. No one pays for a consultation or any advice. They don't pay for it without something in their subconscious or deep in their insight or their mind that they want to figure out for themselves. No one does this. So when you do come to me to do a numerovation session, you got to say it like you're Latino. Numerovation. Yes, numerovation. Oh my God. Numerovation. ¿Cómo está? Say it like you're Latino so you make it roll off your tongue. Numerovation, or numerovation. You know what I'm saying? You got to make it roll. But I'm telling you, family, it's so important. It's so important that you know how to use the numbers that are connected to your direct birthday and your direct name. Because those numbers, the amount of them that shows up, the multitude of them that shows up, has a significant meaning for guidance for you. Like I tell people, numerology is not the is all or be all, but it can be a GPS. And if you're not using that GPS correctly, guess what? You'll be moving down the slow path. You might get there eventually, but numerology and astrology and cosmophysics and cardology, all these great modalities are here to get you to where you got to go and make you do what you got to do so you can overcome the fears that you have or that you have innately inquired or required or taken on to yourself due to your family and all the other stuff. So we're here just to help. Anytime you see certain people that's doing the work, like beautiful cardologist that I had on the show, Aquarius Maxim. And I'm going to get Ra cool soon. I'm going to get Ra cool. I'm going to talk to Ra, see if we can get Ra up in here. But I'm telling you, very important that people like them are supported. People like Quiet Storm, which happens to be a birthday today on the 7th. Support those people that are at least providing some guidance. You know what I'm saying? And people believe in angel numbers and or synchronicity numbers or master numbers, and all these different numbers that pop up in your life is here to give you some type of guidance. Yeah, I see the number that you're in, but I ain't come up here to do any sessions, bro. When you're ready to do a session with me, you will text me your full name and date of birth to 347-496-1022. I ain't come here to do it. I just came here to give an update from the Numerovator. Just want to let everybody know I have a new co-host named Empress Aisha Amour. We're going to be calling her Empress Aisha, and she is a spiritual consultant, and she's a self-esteem consultant also. She helps to build your self-esteem through spiritual work. She's an empath also. So I'm happy that she's working with me, and she can come on and off anytime she wants to. Sometimes, empaths, they have to do. I'm an empath also, but I'm one of those I'm out of the world empath. I'm full of energy, and so whether I'm feeling down or not, I'm gonna come on and do what I'm supposed to do anyway. You know what I'm saying? So it's important that y'all support our sisters and support everybody that comes on this channel. As a matter of fact, guess who we got coming up this coming Sunday? Do you understand? I got one of the babas, one of the elders, one of the ones who brought the raw food generation into America. The one, the only Dr. Iris Latham. Y'all don't know. That's the one with all the gray beard and the gray hair. He swims for miles in his country in the Caribbean. Whenever he's in the country, he goes swimming for miles. He's a swimmer. He's a linguist. He speaks multiple language. So Dr. Iris Latham will be here with me on this Sunday. This Sunday, he will be here with me on August the 9th at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So Dr. Iris is going to break down the raw food, what to eat, the circadian rhythm. He's going to get into all of that. As a matter of fact, I'm going to take my chart off of the wall that I have on the other side of this studio, and I'm going to show the chart because I know he's going to have his chart. He'd be breaking it down. Also, on Wednesday, next week, Wednesday, we got a dear brother and sister coming up. Woo, Lord have mercy. I got one of my good brothers and sisters that when I came back into the conscious movement, after I left the clubs and was getting away, breaking, I was on the fence. I was in the clubs, I was out of the club. I left, you know what I'm saying? I was out of the clubs, in the club, out of the clubs, in the club. But and during the time of doing the club life, I was producing different lectures and events. That's going to be in my book called When the Late Bell Ring, my autobiography. So look out for that. That's coming out in 2 years. But my new book is coming out. But this coming Wednesday, next Wednesday, we have Asir, the Duke of Tears, and Selena, Empress of 10,000 Years. They used to rap under that name. They used to give that real raw hip hop under that name. So Asir, the Duke of Tears, will be right here with me with his beautiful Empress, the one, the only Selena. 10,000 years. I can't wait because they are the ones that actually ushered me back into the conscious community. It was Lloyd Strayhorn, Aton Edwards, and Keith Dorsett. And then I brought in Asir, and Asir tore the place up at the Elks Plaza on Fulton Street back in the day in 2007, I think that was. I was either 2007, 2008. Yeah, 2007. And then I got over the hump with Dr. Sabi. Dr. Sabi is when I actually produced co-produced Dr. Sebi's event in 2009 on November the 14th, 2009. And that's that picture you seen on Instagram and on my community right here of me hugging. That was the lecture we did. We had like good 400 people in the church over there, St. Anthony's Church. Dr. Sebi, it was a rainy day. I mean, it was crazy. And Dr. Sebi tore the place up. The late great. Of course, yesterday was his transition day. And man, we missed Dr. Sebi already. You know how we've been missing him, man. He passed on transition in 2016. We missing him. 17, 18, 19, 20. 4 years already. Dr. Sebi has been transitioned. But I'm here and he's walking through that village. He is in that Usha village walking through, and I know he's visiting people also in their dreams. So those that have experienced Dr. Sebi in his dream, like I have, and various other people like my Jade and all these type of spiritual people, these empaths that have experienced Dr. Sebi in the dream, hey, he's trying to give you some guidance. Just like I've been experiencing Dr. Africa in my dreams and Dr. Blair in my dreams, and these different various elders that has transitioned. I've experienced them in my dreams to give me guidance. Matter of fact, I just had a dream about Tupac today. Woo! And when you start dreaming about those kind of people, he's born June the 16th. So when I start dreaming about those, I always go to their birthdays, and then I use the numerology of the Nigerians, because the numerology of the Nigerian numerology, they have 0 incorporated in their system, which is one of the original numbers, you know, because all numbers come out of 0. But I really go straight to that because that's one of the number system. The Nigerian numerology is the one that interprets the dreams through numbers. They have those books on that. They have a book on that, and I lost that book. I can't believe I lost that book on Greyhound. I put it in my bigger bag when I should have had it all in my small bag, and lost that book, and now that book cannot be found anywhere. It's not even in the thrift shops, you know. So it is what it is. What else is coming up? Oh yeah, August the 16th. We got the comedian and educator extraordinaire, Robert Sinkler, or Robert Comedian Sink. He's been featured on Caroline, stage of Caroline. He's been featured on the Apollo Theater. He's been a dear friend of my family for many years. As a matter of fact, when I was probably like 6 or 7 or 8 years old, around those ages, he was playing ball with my cousin, because my cousin, they was all in the same area in Crown Heights. They was playing ball. So when I was young, I've seen Robert Sinclair, or Brother Sink, and I had to bring him up as one of the comedians, especially after I had Adinka and his wife Tunu. Got to big up Tunu. I got to big up Tunu. So that she's a comedian, and that just sparked another thing in me to bring up some of these comedians. And I got more comedians. I got people that you've seen in movies coming up. I've been talking to a few of them because I used to book a lot of comedians back in the day. So guess what? So keep it right here on King Simon Presents, and always share, like, and please like up the video. We're trying to keep it positive up here. If you want to put a thumbs down, that's because you're negative. But if you putting a thumbs up, it's all about positivity. That's what I'm about. I could care less. I don't care about the negative stuff, but I understand that some people are negatrons, and sometimes you got to get them negatrons out of your way. You remember that song, Ain't No Stopping Us Now? Ain't no stopping us now. We're on the move. And what they say in the song, we're going to leave the negative people way behind me. I'm going to leave all them negative people way behind me. Leave them all. Let them go. Let them release them. Let them go. Let the negative people go, family. Let the negative energy go. Yes, negative energy is a balance, and really negative energy is not bad. You know, negative and positive energy are really two different energies on the same spectrum. There's two different extremes on the same energy line. But when it manifests here on this realm, it becomes what we call low or bad vibrations, or bad people might have negative vibes and negative energy. And you got to be careful of the energy drainers also. Be careful of energy drainers. And I'm telling all of you out there right now, share this video. I'm going to be on for the next few more minutes. It's now 18 minutes. Because our people got attention span is kind of slow. So we got to make sure we on it. Now, look, if there's negative people in your family and you still love them for some reason, then keep them at bay. When they call you for certain things, say, look, I only got 2 minutes. Always set it off. As soon as you see them in the phone, you're like, okay, all right, I only got 2 minutes. What's up? I only got 1 minute. What's up? Yo, What's up? I ain't got no time for the drama. Save the drama for your mama. That's what I did. Click, and I hang up. I ain't got no time. I really don't time for the drama. So I try to I'm 53 years of age. Look at me. Look at me. I'm still looking like I'm 35, and I'm looking like I'm 30. 53 years of age. I have all my hair. My hair, I cut it off, of course, but I have my hair, I have all my teeth. Look, I ain't no time for the drama. I'm telling you. Let's see what they said. I just don't answer. I understand, Jamila. I understand. You just don't answer. But sometimes people need to talk or release certain things. Certain family members, I understand, need to release. I wish one of my friends would have talked to me or said something to me before he jumped off the bridge. You know what I'm saying? So and killed himself and took his life. I wish another friend of mine a couple of years ago would have talked to me and let me give them some powerful numerovation insight, numerovational insight before she took her life and left her 2 children. I wish they would have talked to me so I could guide them to, if it's beyond my pay grade, I guide you to the suicide hotline. I guide you to people that handle that kind of stuff because I'm connected to people like that. You know what I'm saying? You got to do it. You got to be able and be open. You got to feel the energy. Got to feel the energy. And sometimes their energy is low and your energy is high. And then they want you to come down to their low energy. No, stay high. Like the most honorable Elijah Muhammad said to a dear ringmaster, a jeweler, a brother named Ramza Mahmood, and he's on my altar also right next to Khalid Abdul Muhammad and Dr. Moses Powell. He said to Rockman, he said, look, don't go into the hole with your talents and your jewelry. Don't go into the hole with your people. Instead, stand outside of the hole and let them aspire to get up there and inspire to get up there to where you're at. Yes, that's how we have to think. That's how we have to think, family. You know what I'm saying? And we got to inspire people to come up to our level. I'm no longer going down to other people's level. I'm about to clear all of that, clear the phone. I'm deleting people. I'm deleting people that I'm not talking to anymore. If you ain't on my radar for me to converse with, leave me the alone. And if you're not striving to stay on high, good energy, even during this reset, remember, it's only a reset, family. It's a reset. Every setback is a set up for a comeback, like Les Brown says. Every setback is a set up for a comeback. So I'm gonna leave the negative people way behind me. Leave the negative people way behind us. Please, please, please. Leaving those negative people way behind us. Ain't no stopping us now. Go download that YouTube right now. Ain't no stopping us now by McFadden and Whitehead. Ain't no stopping us now. Young people, old people, all of y'all should listen to that. Ain't no stopping us now. I'm on the move. Download that song and listen to that over and over and over and over and over again until it resonates in your very being, all over your soul, and do what you got to do. Keep them negative people way behind you. Like Wendy Williams says, put that where? Back there. I love Wendy. She's so crazy. Put that where? Back there. That's where it's supposed to go. Oh, let me see. Listening to it now. That's right. Listen to it. Ain't no stopping us now. They got the long version and the short version. Ain't no stopping me now. Yo, let me tell you, in my dream world of what Sri Master Gano Grills called the recordings, in my recorded world, I'm working in my recording world. I'm working in my awakened world. So I got work to do before I transition because I don't want to come back here. I'm tired. That's why I'm writing books. I don't want to come back here. I want to leave my information with my children and let them keep moving. I don't want to come back here when I transition. I'm done. I know where I'm gotta go. I've seen the nebulas. I've seen my spirit guide took me to certain places and fulfill my dreams. I'm like, yo, I don't want to come back. They said, you got to come back. My spirit guide said, let me tell you something. I don't know if y'all remember me telling this recording. But my spirit, there was two of them alongside of me, but they was taking me to all different nebulas, like where I refracted from or wherever I was going. But we was in the universe just traveling. And it was so beautiful. And wherever we were going, I just felt I melted into that essence, into that energy. And they noticed that my two spirit guides recognized that I did not want to come back. I would have been in the physical realm here. I would have been dead and gone. I would have kept it moving. This is a couple of years ago. I never forget that story. And they said, no, your mission is not up yet. Now, this is before I even, this is before I even created Numerovation and all that kind of stuff. And before I already wrote my first book. I think it was before I wrote my numerology book. The first time I wrote right before I wrote my numerology book. And they said, my mission isn't over yet. And they pulled me back into my body. I mean, they slammed me back in my body. And I woke up crying. I was in so much tears because I couldn't stay with my spirit guides. I didn't know. I couldn't even see them. I just heard them in my ear. And they were speaking whatever language they were speaking, but I knew I understood. And I was just going with them. Wherever we was going, we gone. And my etheric cord was stretched. I'm telling you, my etheric cord was stretched. But that's my experience. And they said I had to come back here and finish my mission. Okay, cool. That's why I never thought about taking my life again. I thought about it 3 times in my life. I never thought about it again after I experienced the last experience from back in the club life. That was like the last experience that I ever thought about it, because I realized that, people talk about, you understanding the universe and synchronicity is pseudo, but nah, man, there's too much repetitiveness about these things. There's too much synchronicities that goes on. There's too much observable proof. There's too much of that going on. There's too much going on throughout the world that for it to be pseudo. And remember, that word pseudo comes from those damn Greeks and them damn Romans. Anything they didn't understand, they called it pseudo. So I tell people, stop using that goddamn word. Anything that they don't understand and anything they didn't understand in African culture or ancient African culture, they called it pseudo. Please understand that. Please understand that. We all talk about, we're against the Europeans and we're against this and we're against that, but we're so quick to throw out that word pseudo. When pseudo, if you Google up the word, it comes from the Greeks and the Romans and the Europeans. Anything they didn't understand about Africa, the Meduneta, they couldn't understand. They couldn't understand the Dogon and why they was able to map out the universe with their hands or be able to write it down, and why they wrote it on their bodies. They called it pseudo until they kept on studying and find out, the Dogons was real. The Meduneta was real. The people from Timbuktu was real. They've been robbing. They know it's real. They've been robbing all of our libraries all their life. Those rich ones and those Indiana Jones type. Look, we got caught up in loving Indiana Jones when Indiana Jones was nothing but a grave robber. That's all he was, a thief. So don't get caught up in no Indiana Jones and all that madness. That's movie foolishness. He was a thief and a graveyard. Those are the people that desecrated our ancient tombs and sold it to France and Britain and all these damn places, and New York and all these places. That's who Indiana Jones was. He is just another grave robber and a thief that took our stuff and then dogged it. And then, watch movies like Sherlock Holmes with Robert Downey Jr. They telling you what they doing, and they have these big this esophagus is being sold for $2 million. Which one of you would like that? This is the esophagus of. They were showing the esophagus of something from out of Kemet. And then they said, this one, they got all these big, elegant English fools up there talking all this. And I'm not disrespecting any of my brothers and sisters from England. I'm talking about them Europeans that always selling our stuff and don't want to give it back and don't want to. That's what I'm talking about. That's all. I'm just like, don't get all caught up. Don't worry. I'm about to finish anyway. But the views and opinions of King Simon does not affect the broadcast. I'm having fun. Man, so let me end on this note. Again, this coming Sunday, we have Dr. Iris Latham, one of our elders in this whole raw food, vegan. Well, before it even was vegan, he was doing it. It was raw food. Raw food is sun-fired food. He's going to be here at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you can't make it, you can always watch the rebroadcast. And like I said, I got a new co-host, this beautiful sister, Leo Spirit. Her birthday just passed, August the 2nd. The Empress Aisha Amour. Aisha means the light. Amour means love. The light, the love of light, or light love. So big up to Empress Aisha Moore, who's down with the King Simon family, the KSP family. I've known her for some years. Great sister, great energy, great empath. You should do a consultation with her. It's all good. And pay attention. Pay attention, family. Pay attention to your spiritual work and your physical work, because your spiritual work is significant also. So yeah, I know you got to make money. I know you got to make finance. Think on abundant level, but also think abundantly spiritually as well as physically, and it will come to you in abundance. Remember, I am, and whatever follows the I am will be. Remember, I am wealthy. I am healthy. I am this. I am that. Whatever follows the great I am that's what we will be. So be who you are by putting that I am in front of it, because I am the Numerovator. I am your brother, King Simon, not because of no ego. I'm calling myself King. It's because King come from kin, which means the kith and kin and bloodline of promoters. My father was a promoter. My cousin was a promoter. It's all in my blood. It's all in my blood. People was into music, entertainment in my blood. It's all in my blood. It's all in my blood. That's what king means. It's not for no ego. Not about king and royalty. We all have the royal breath. We all have a royal blood. We all got it. Whether you are a royal janitor, whether you're a royal secretary, whether you're a royal king or empress or somewhere else, you all got this royal blood, but you better respect that royal blood and respect the royal breath. The breath of life. Respect that breath, because it's your royalty. I love you. I respect you. And if you do want to do a session with me, please text me your full name and date of birth to 347-496-1022. That's 347-496-1022. Once again, 347-496-1022. Text me your full name and date of birth. And I don't have WhatsApp right now, but you can email me at iamkingsimon@gmail. Email me at iamkingsimon@gmail. Then we'll do it over Zoom phone or that. Right now I'm waiting for this new phone, and then I'm going to tap in, and then I'll put my WhatsApp back on so people can contact me from overseas and all that. But in the meantime and in between time, please email me those overseas in the Caribbean, in England, wherever you are, in Canada. If you're overseas, you can email me at I am King Simon, SIMON. I am King Simon at gmail.com, and then I will respond, and then we can set up the Numerovation session over. Remember, I do not do readings. I do consultations and advising you with your numbers, because numerology is applied mathematics. If you learn to use them, they can help you and work with you. It is a process, not an event. Like Professor Griff always say, it's a process. Get your process up. Not your process here. Not your process here. Get your process of building who you are mathematically, physically, spiritually, astrologically, cardiology, cosmophysically wise, whatever wise, 44 gematria, Kabbalah, whatever you want to do it, you can do it. Do it well, doing it and doing it and doing it well. You got A.A. Rashid doing the Kabbalah. You got my man Blue Pill doing gematria. You got my sister Aquarius Maxim doing the cardiology. You got Quiet Storm doing astrology. You got my man Cosmophysics doing cosmophysics. Raul Cool doing cosmophysics. You got it all out here to give you guidance, family. Take the guidance. Take the guidance. Take the guidance and run with it. Lot of mercy. Lot of mercy. Lot of mercy. Yo, I got to get out of here. I'll talk to y'all later. I got a session coming up. What time is my next session? My next session is 6 o'clock. So it's like 3 something. Go take myself a recording nap. I call it, I don't call it cat naps and all that. I'm going to take a little recording nap to rejuvenate myself in the spirit realm real quick, do a little astral traveling, and then come back, and I'll be doing this session at 6 o'clock and do what I got to do. But remember, Sunday we'll be on at 1 o'clock with Dr. Iris Latham, King Simon, and Empress Aisha Amour. Have a great day, afternoon, or evening. Love ya. We only have one life to live, and we have to live it. Don't even strive on negative vibes, because you won't make it. That's right. Don't even strive. That's my song. I'm turning it into a children's book. One love, one aim, one destiny, like Marcus Mosiah Garvey says. Up, you mighty nation, you could accomplish what you will. And like Dr. Khalid Muhammad always says, regardless of land, label, or language, there's but one God. Peace, and take care.